like on videos from one topic, commenting in the videos of another topic. I thought this was about natural language processing, or I thought this was about neurolinguistic programming.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, so today we're here with Stylianos Kampakis, who is AI expert and member of UCL Blockchain Center. Hi Stylianos, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. So could you please tell a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So I've been involved in the area of data science for more than 10 years now. I did my PhD in machine learning in UCL. I'm still associated with UCL as a member of the Blockchain Center. But besides this, I'm also involved in various ventures. I'm the CEO of the Tesseract Academy, an executive education company, educating decision makers on topics like data science and blockchain. I'm also a partner in Electi Consulting, and I'm also involved in advisory roles for various startups.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how artificial intelligence can be implemented in digital marketing. And I would like to bring up the recent trends in 2019 that we've got in digital marketing industry, which are, the first is influencer marketing, for example. We are heading towards social media celebrities, but unfortunately we have issues. We have fake followers nowadays that are being bought or created by bots, by machines, and not everyone aware of it. Not all the companies are aware of it. And when they do a research on a specific influencer that they need for their marketing purposes, or that they apply for digital marketing campaigns, for example, they do not pay attention on their engagement, on the analytics, on how they're basically those influencers, social media is performing in general. That way they are devoting their budgets on someone who sometimes is just not going to bring a positive return on investment. The issue is that the young generation is mostly following those social media influencers, and they're following their advice, which sometimes can be wrong due to social media influencers just wanting to promote the product that they haven't tried, meaning they give a low quality content. So I would like our viewers to get more aware about those issues nowadays that we come across every single day as a marketeers, as a business owners. So how can you address that problems, and how artificial intelligence can, for example, help us to spot those fake influencers?
So I think that's a great question, and it has a straightforward answer. Machine learning AI have been used for a long time for fraud detection. They can be used in the financial industry, in banks, and there's no reason why similar techniques and methods can also be applied for influencers. So we can spot fake influencers, we can identify anomalies in the fan base. So it's very easy using an algorithm to detect whether someone's growth of the fan base is abnormal. That is, it grows very rapidly, for example. It's just the case that maybe many people in the world of marketing might not be as aware of those issues, or they might not be very aware of these techniques that are available to them.
Yeah, that's really true. And for example, social media marketers, they come across for example, finding social media influencers, and then the companies, they do not pay attention on their analytics and engagement. And some social media influencer can have thousands of followers or even millions of followers, but not have enough likes on their posts, which is really sad, as companies are devoting a big budget on this. And I'm glad to hear that artificial intelligence can solve those issues. It's just a matter of us, probably marketeers, understanding how that can be used, how those processes or platforms can be used in such cases.
I believe that data science can help on multiple fronts. So again, talking about discovering fake accounts, that's one, and this obviously can relate to to those accounts which you mentioned, where there might be a large number of followers, but the posts are not getting enough likes. Another question related to this is how can you measure engagement? So you have different social media platforms, and someone might ask the question, okay, so a like on Twitter, is it worth as much as a like on Instagram, for example? Yeah. So statistical modeling can help us answer this question, and we can also compare different influencers against each other and against the norm, against the best performers, the worst performers. So this can give us a better picture, or using all those tools together, this can give us a better picture of where each and every influencer stands compared to the rest. And plus another set of tools I'm very fond of is basically anything relating to forecasting. So predicting the growth of someone's fan base, the growth of a post engagement a post will get. So these are some really interesting applications of data science in this context on social media and social engagement.
Very interesting, and I hope that marketeers will catch those solutions and apply them to those problems that we do have nowadays. Unfortunately, not everyone are aware at this stage, but hopefully through this video we can send a message to people, to marketeers, to business owners, how they can actually transform their strategy into something really effective. Well, do you think that we need to start preparing to collaborate together with IT? As for marketeers, we never looked at that aspect in our industry. In terms of, yes, we have social media channels like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, then we have programs like Salesforce, HubSpot that we nowadays use. But do you think that marketeers will start collaborating with IT sector as well?
Well, most professionals, and that's true for marketing as well, will need to have some basic understanding or intuition about how algorithms work and how they can help them in their jobs. At least they would need to have an understanding of where you can apply an algorithm, which can be so diverse as to you can measure engagement and compare influencers to generate content. Yeah, but also they need to be aware of the limits of those methods, because right now you see in different industries either some kind of resistance to change, which I believe marketing was guilty of that for the last few years, but I think things are changing. Or you see the opposite, like a magical way of thinking, that algorithms can do everything. So you can only get to the truth through basically practice, education, basically through more education of the practitioners of a field. So to answer your question, yes, I believe that all kinds of professionals, marketeers included, will have to get more accustomed to working with machine learning.
Yeah, I believe that as well, and probably we will need to learn some skills as well to understand how to collaborate more effectively. Okay, I mean, this is something to look forward in the next years. And
Definitely.
Yes. The other trend that I would like to mention is, for example, digital marketing campaigns. It's not a trend. It's a strategy that applied in digital marketing, right? Yes, there were campaigns offline back in time. Nowadays, it's much easier to run a campaign online, because that way you reach the audience globally on the international level if you're located just in one country. So it gets a brand awareness faster in minutes. However, for example, if we are running a campaign and on that global scale, there can be some issues, negative comments that people write about the brand, and to monitor that in real time is really complicated. Because, for example, if that's just a simple marketeer, they have a 9-to-5 job, but how do they monitor that during outside of work hours? So can you tell us if there is an opportunity for marketeers to kind of solve that issue of negative comments? How do we avoid that issue nowadays?
So yeah, I think this can be solved through machine learning for sure. It's a simple classification problem to detect negative comments or inappropriate comments. The challenge is the nature of this, the exact nature of the comments. And what I mean by this is that it's not very difficult to find data sets of, with positive reviews, negative reviews, and then create an algorithm that detects negative sentiment. But there are certain cases where creating an algorithm to detect, posts that shouldn't be there, it's quite challenging, and you still need humans. I know for a fact, for example, that Facebook is still employing a very large number of employees that are screening content. Content may be relating to terrorism, to abuse, to whatever. But obviously, they're also working on creating machine learning algorithms that can do this automatically. So the challenge with a new campaign is whether comments of a very negative nature, whether there would be something detected by a machine learning algorithm, or whether the nature of the comments would be such that the algorithm would be fooled to think they are normal. So to give you an example, many algorithms in natural language processing, most algorithms, they have an issue with sarcasm. So if many of the negative comments were very sarcastic, then they would probably go through an automated filter without being detected. So there is a solution, but again, the devil is in the details. It's more of a technical matters to when you could apply an algorithm and how and under what circumstances and how well it would work, and what's the best way to construct the pipeline starting from the algorithm and ending up with a human decision maker.
Very interesting, actually, because negative comments, they can damage the brand reputation very quickly, especially if it's on a global scale and if the campaign is run all over different countries. So it's really interesting how AI can actually spot negative comments, but I hope that it will be advanced in future. You never can predict 100% a human natural language processing, right? I mean, the machine cannot predict that.
Well, you can never get 100% accuracy in anything. You know that there are going to be some mistakes that are going to take place. Now, are these mistakes going to be 0.1% of the total cases that an algorithm sees, or are they going to be more like 5 or 6%? Depending on the volume of comments in this case, it can make a huge difference in terms of the final numbers.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully all the information that was given today is useful for you, and if you would like to see more of those type of videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. Okay guys, bye.
Thank you, bye bye.
Bye bye.